everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here because today we have a very exciting video. These are kind of like my favorite videos to film because it just feels so like nostalgic and it's really fun. Hey. So today we're gonna be doing a 24-hour readathon, but we're gonna make it Christmas edition. I'm gonna try my best to only read Christmassy / winter books today. Whenever I do a 24-hour readathon, I like to fully commit to the bit. So no splitting it up half and half here. The first time I did it, I only fell asleep for like 4 hours. Today, I'm gonna try my best to not fall asleep. I'm gonna have like an energy drink here in a little bit. So we're gonna try really hard. So it's currently 9:08. We're gonna go ahead and start the timer. I will preface it by saying I do not stop it when I'm eating or like talking to you guys or whatever it may be. But I do try and read literally as much as possible. So let's go ahead and start this. Boop. And there she goes. So we'll be ending tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If all goes according to plan. Our first read of this whole thing is going to be How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. I started this earlier this morning. I'm only like one chapter in, so I'm not that very far into it. We're gonna read this probably throughout the morning because it's like 8 hours long. And then we'll see what we get up to next. I have a bunch of cutie little Christmassy books downloaded on here. And I also have some physical ones. But since it's getting late and I want to kind of get cozy, which may be my downfall, I want to read on my Kindle. So we're going to read this one first and we'll see what we get into. So yeah. I'm actually super surprised I made it this far. I had to go out and buy some snacks because I figured that would keep me up, and I think it did. I've also been playing Fortnite while listening to the book because when I play Fortnite I get really hyper, so I've been playing that a little bit. I'm a little bit tired of it now. I'm surprised I've made it this far. I'm in at chapter 12 of this book and I've moved on to listening to it because reading makes me super sleepy, so I'm trying to like be on my phone or play Fortnite or do something different other than just reading because I kept going like dozing off. So oh, good lord, I don't know how much longer I've got in me. Like I said, I'm gonna try my very best to stay up the whole 24 hours for you guys. But we shall see. I might move back to my Kindle in a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put on like maybe like a movie or something to kind of keep me locked in. So yeah, just wanted to update you guys that we are at 12:30 and 20 hours and 30 minutes left. So it's been about 4-ish hours. Hopefully you guys can hear me over my fan over there, but don't worry. It's been a while since I've checked in with you guys, but do not worry. I only fell asleep for like a couple hours. I think I fell asleep for like 2 hours total. But I'm almost done with How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. It's currently almost 8 and we have 13 hours left, and I only have like 2-ish hours left of this audiobook. I've literally just been listening to the audiobook all night and like kind of scrolling on my phone to try and keep myself awake. So with that, excuse me. But yeah, I just want to check in because it's been, like I said, quite a while since I've seen you guys. But I'm honestly really proud of myself for only sleeping a couple hours. The only reason I didn't check in with you guys was because like I genuinely was exhausted and I could not let you guys see that. So, and like I feel like it just was getting kind of repetitive. So we're about to be up and ready for the day. I'm gonna take Indy for a walk and we'll finish this book and then we'll see what we get into next. Alrighty guys, it is currently 10 a.m. We have just about 11 hours left. I just finished How My Neighbor Stole Christmas and I honestly kind of liked it. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best thing ever. Like, for Christmassy, like, romance, it was good, but like, overall, it was just kind of middle of the road for me. It's definitely very, very spicy, so if you're not interested in that, maybe don't pick this one up. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it just yet. I feel like I need to kind of sit on it and think about it. I'm about to have some kind of breakfast. I don't know if I'm gonna go out and get it or if I'm gonna try and figure out something to make here. You just saw me take Indy for a walk, so really for the rest of the day, I don't have much to do. I might go to a coffee shop later when we pick out our next book. I'm not sure what my next book is gonna be. I think I wanna do Love Light Farms or something like that. I know that there's some little cutie Christmas novellas on my Kindle that I wanna read, but I kind of want to read a physical book at the coffee shop, so I might just start that right now. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update, a little time check-in, let you guys know that it's been about half the time, and I finished a book in half the time. I did fall asleep for a little bit. Unfortunately, like I said, I really do try to stay up for you guys because that's just like what a 24-hour readathon is. But I still think we're on a great track, and so I don't think I'm gonna add the time that I was sleeping to the end because as of right now, because I feel like we're on a good track right now. Alrighty guys, it is currently noon and I need a little pick-me-up, so I just placed an order at Dunkin' and we're about to go pick that up. Like you saw, I decided to start Love Light Farms by BK Borson, and so far I'm like genuinely shocked by how much I'm liking this. I'm not that far into it. I'm 6 chapters in. I'm about to listen to it on Spotify on the way over to Dunkin', but I'm actually very, very shocked by how much I'm liking this so far. Like, honestly, the writing in this is really great. I actually have my pen with me because I've been making little annotations in it because I'm genuinely enjoying it a lot. So just a quick little update for you guys because I feel like I haven't been checking in much. We have just about 9 hours left. I'm hoping to be able to finish this one in the next couple of hours and then start a new one maybe, but I do unfortunately need some coffee right now, so let's go ahead and go pick that up. I need this terribly. I literally fell asleep a couple of hours after drinking that Alani last night. So hoping that this will actually do something for me, but let's go ahead and give her a whirl. Pretty good. It also started raining, so I think I'm gonna park and read my book a little bit because I love the vibes that I have right now and drink my coffee. Since I've updated you, the last clip you saw, I started a new book. It is part of like this like little novella series, like this Christmassy novella series that they have exclusively like on Amazon. That one was called Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood, and I also finished that one, but first I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about Love Light Farms by BK Borson. I don't know where I'm gonna land on my rating with this one just because I'm still kind of sitting with it and trying to think about what I want to give it, but I genuinely am very, very surprised by this book. I loved it so, so much. I definitely don't think it's a 5 stars. I think I'm going between a 4 and a 4.5 just because the fake dating in it was just like there's like a little bit of a hiccup in it like right away, and so that's like not my favorite. But I do love fake dating, and in the end, like just the book itself made up for it, and the quotes in this, guys, were crazy. Like there's one, so I was listening to this playlist, which I think you'd seen in a clip before, and Taylor Swift was playing, and I was highlighting this quote right here, and it says, "I want to remember this moment forever, my snow globe moment." And it was like, I think it was New Year's Day, and it was like, she was talking about a snow globe, like dancing in the snow globe or something like that. What is it? Anyways, but I thought that was like the weirdest thing ever. Everything about this book was just really great. I ate it up. Obviously I'll go more in depth later on our little wrap up of this. But I wanted to update you guys and say that I did finish this one. I kind of half listened to it, half read it, and I really, really loved it so much. I'm definitely gonna be getting into the other books, but this one, something about it is definitely gonna be like super special to me, and I think I might even reread it every like Christmassy season. So don't know where I'm sitting with this, but finished that. I can't remember what time I finished it at. It's currently almost 7, and we have about 2 hours left. So like I said, I also finished Cruel Winter with You on my Kindle by Ali Hazelwood. This was just a tiny little novella. This one was a really great novella. I don't really typically love novellas. They're just kind of there to literally get me to a reading goal, like not gonna lie. But I also have been wanting to read these really badly because I know Amazon did another collection of novellas, and I read a couple of those and I enjoyed some of them. So I've been wanting to get to these ones, and I think what I'm gonna read next is going to be the next novella. You don't have to read them in order. They're not even interconnected at all. They're just collections of different authors and stuff. But I did finish this one within like an hour and a half, and I really ate it up. It was super good. I love anything Ali Hazelwood writes, and so this was literally no different. Like I said, next I'm gonna go ahead and read the next little novella because they're quick, and I feel like I need something that doesn't take a lot of brain power at this rate because I'm tired and ready to be done. So this one is called Merry Ever After, and it's by Tessa Bailey. So this one's even shorter than the last one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this one, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, just a little check-in. I unfortunately finished the book that I was talking to you guys in the last clip about, Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey. I'm actually traumatized. Literally the whole time I literally was reading it like this on my Kindle. Like I didn't even want to look at the words that I was reading. It's really awful. It's really bad. It was like, yeah, it was just really gross. Like it's something like that a 6-year-old grandma would think it was like the hottest thing ever. I literally cannot, like I genuinely cannot. And so we only have, it is currently almost 8, it's 10 minutes till 8. So we have about an hour and 20 minutes left on our readathon. I had to restart the timer, by the way, because I accidentally messed it up. So that's why at the top it says 7 hours and 8 minutes, because I accidentally deleted it. But I know that I said that this was gonna be like a Christmassy, like holiday edition readathon, and I think after the last book that I just read, I'm a little bit, like I said, I'm traumatized, and so I kind of just want to finish Asimov. I'm about 70% done on my Kindle, but I think I want to listen to like the dramatized adaptation of the audiobook for like the time that I have left, because I literally just need like a brain break from that. Like genuinely, I'm scarred for life by some of the words that Tessa Bailey wrote in that book, and so I kind of just want to sit down and listen to Asimov and kind of decompress from that. Like genuinely, I'm disgusted. Like I wish I would have DNF'd it, but it was only like 40 minutes long, so I was like, I might as well just get this over with and get closer to my goal, because that was the whole point of this video. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. In my opinion, fantasies are like the epitome of like a wintry read. So I feel like this isn't like terrible, you know what I mean? Like I'm still like reading the wintry books, but I think I'm done with I think I've had my fair share of holiday books today. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go do that for you guys, and then we'll check back in when that timer goes off. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the next time that I'll see you guys. So alrighty guys, ignore my blue tongue and the mess in my room, but we're counting down together. I can't believe it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And just like that, it's over. I'm free from my shackles. So that's a total of 4 books that I read in this 24 hours, and I even fell asleep for a couple of hours. So I would call that pretty successful. We're gonna do a little bit of a wrap up later because it is late in my opinion. Like I literally go to bed at like 10. So I just kind of want to have a little bit of a brain break and just rot in bed for a little bit, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys tomorrow and give you guys the full rundown, a good old wrap up of all the books I read and my ratings and my opinions on them. But I just wanted to go ahead and count down with you guys because it feels good. Like it feels really good to be done. I love doing these though. So anyways, enough yapping. I'm gonna go sit my butt right there and just rot. So bye. Hi everyone. Like I said yesterday, I would be hopping on here to give you guys a little bit of a recap of everything that I read and my reviews from the 24-hour readathon. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. I started off reading How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn, and I ended up giving this one 3 stars. To me, it was just kind of like a middle of the road Christmassy romance. It's everything you kind of want in a Christmassy romance, but it wasn't like terribly redundant or like cringy. It's definitely very spicy, so if that is not something you're interested in, I think I already said this, maybe don't pick it up, or I don't know, if you really want to read it, skip it. I don't know. It wasn't like, you know, crazy spicy, but if you've seen the TikToks and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like the candy game thingy, yeah. You understand, you've definitely seen the TikToks. In this book, we follow our female main character, Story, who is visiting her aunt Cindy, like Cindy Lou Who, in this like little small town, I think in Colorado. And as a child, she would go see her aunt, and she remembers like all the Christmassy like decorations and like just the cozy vibes of it all. And so when her aunt takes a fall, she is tasked along with her sister to go take care of her aunt. While she's there, her aunt's only wish is for her to sign up to be in this contest to be named the town's Christmas Kringle, which is, it's kind of like, if you've ever seen The Grinch, it's kind of like the Cheermeister, where they go through, but in this one they go through different trials and tribulations to see if they have the most holiday spirit. And her next door neighbor, who is kind of like her enemy because of the way she left him when she last left the little town and hasn't come back in a while. So he has like kind of this animosity towards her. They're kind of, the whole book is kind of like a enemies to lovers type of thing. But he sees that she's entered the contest and he is like, oh no, like you don't even live here. Like you don't even have the Christmas spirit. You don't ever like come to visit. So he enters the contest as well to try and beat her and win out the Christmas Kringle contest. So yeah, that's about the premise of the story. It's very like Grinch-esque inspired. We have the aunt named Cindy. I think we have cousins named May and Lou or something like that, or Mary and Lou. So definitely heavily inspired by that. But like I said, it was just kind of like middle of the road, like not terrible, but not great. So gave it a 3 stars. Next, I read Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson, and I ended up landing on 4.5 stars for this one. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to give this one because I genuinely really loved it, but I couldn't decide if it was like a 4 or a 4.5. But definitely after much thought, I'm gonna land it at a 4.5. In this book, we follow Stella, who owns a Christmas tree farm, but the Christmas tree farm is kind of slowly losing profits. She's taking a pay cut and her partners don't really know. So she enters this contest hosted by this social media star who goes to different like small businesses and kind of highlights them on her page. And so she enters the contest to try and win a prize as well as like a feature on her page. But in the application process, she says that she has a boyfriend who she owns the farm with to try and play up this like romantic story for the farm. So when the influencer comes to see what the farm is all about and kind of like ask Stella questions and all that good stuff, she asks her friend Lucas to kind of be her fake boyfriend so that she can sell the story of owning the farm with her boyfriend. And I'm gonna say that this pleasantly surprised me. I've been seeing this book literally everywhere for years, but I never like thought to pick it up. I really don't know why. So this definitely really shocked me. There were some beautiful quotes in this. Like yesterday I told you about how I was underlining a quote and then You're in Love by Taylor Swift came on and she was like literally saying snow globe as I was underlining snow globe, which is like really weird. There's another quote in there that says, isn't it silly to love the way someone's things look next to yours? Little bits and pieces of lives lived in parallel. Like this book was just so deep for some reason, but also the little fake dating, friends to lovers, I'm gonna eat it up every single time. And Lucas in this was literally one of my favorite book boyfriends ever now, I think. I'm definitely gonna be rereading this, hopefully every year, or like, I'm definitely gonna be rereading this because I kind of already want to now that I put it down. Like it's one of those books where I'm like, I need more, and it actually is like a interconnected standalone series. I'm pretty sure the next book is about the influencer we meet in this one. I don't know if it's as good as this one. You guys can let me know below if you've read the other ones, but I genuinely enjoyed this one so much. I also liked that it wasn't like too in-your-face Christmassy. Like yes, it's set on a Christmas tree farm, but unlike How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, like it wasn't like throw up in your face like Santa and Christmas lights. Like it was just kind of like a little bit more of like the subplot, which made it a lot more cozier. My third book I read was a part of like this little novella series that they have going on Kindle Unlimited, and that was Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. I ended up giving this little novella 3 stars. It was great for a novella. Like I said in one of the previous clips, I will read anything Ali Hazelwood writes. I love the way she writes, and especially in this, like seeing her writing in a novella was really cool because I feel like it could be very hard to get to write what you really want to happen in a novella because it's like under 100 pages, like you're reading it within like the hour. And so it was very cool to see her like combine all these different tropes well in like a tiny little novella. In this, we follow 2 childhood friends, Mark and Jamie, and then one day in the present, Jamie goes over to Mark's family's house to ask for like a pot for like Christmas dinner, and then she ends up getting snowed in. And so then we kind of go back from present to future in the different chapters to see kind of how their relationship progressed and like the pining from Mark and all that stuff. I don't want to spoil it because it is very short, and the only thing I didn't like about this one was how she wrote in. There's a part that she writes in to kind of highlight the fact that Jamie's like a couple years older than Mark, and for me that kind of like threw off the like whole book. Like I don't know, she's not that much older than him. I think she's like 2 or 3 years older than him, but that one little scene was like kind of icky to me. I don't know, it just was like kind of threw me off a little bit. It's not like terrible, but it's not like a 18-year age difference, you know what I mean? So, but overall it's a quick read. It'll get you to that reading goal before the end of the year, and it was honestly very worthwhile for a novella. And then the last book that I read was the second novella in that little series. They're not interconnected at all. You can read them in whatever order you want. And that was Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey. And I gave this 1 star, and that is kind of being generous. This book genuinely traumatized me. I wish I would have DNF'd it, like I said, but it literally took me like 40 minutes to read, and so I was like, I'm gonna finish it because whatever. But in this book, we follow a single mother who works at like this thrift store and keeps bumping into this like farmer, rough, tough man, and no jeans can fit him, like he's too big. And so she like makes him a pair of jeans and he like instantly has this like huge, massive, honestly kind of disgusting crush on her. And it's just, it's very like, it's very spicy, but not in a good way. In my opinion, it was giving very 60-year-old mother would love this kind of thing. So overall, just not for me. The whole Southern thing and some of the quotes in this were genuinely like horrific. I was traumatized.